And I want you to imagine cutting the roof off of that car, putting 100 gallons of propane in the back seat, putting 8 fire cannons on it, and going out and doing a demonstration. All right? Open your eyes. So let's talk about how you invent the future. I'm going to give you some very practical ways. One is you can look at needs. And so I'm constantly observing and seeing places where, hey, this kind of sucks. How could we fix it? So one thing that I think really sucks, and we all know this in Shanghai, is traffic. Who likes traffic? Who doesn't like traffic? All right. So we're like, how can we solve the traffic problem? Well, maybe we could create a vehicle that just drives over the top of traffic. So we call this the traffic busting truck. It has omnidirectional wheels on the bottom, and then you can just drive over the top of cars, and you don't have to worry about traffic anymore. This is a personal airbag. So this is a safety device. So if you fall doing construction, this will save your life. My PhD is actually in biomimetics, so I looked for nature for inspiration. I studied geckos. You can see what I micro and nano manufactured to mimic the gecko. So this is the first adhesive that you could turn on and off electronically. So we've studied the cockroach, and we've tried to look at different ways to mimic it. This is a little robot that mimics it. We said, could we scale this up to be a vehicle that humans could drive? So we made a 6-legged, all-terrain vehicle. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work. But here's a little video of the legs. It's like, I want to climb inside of that thing. We were in the first dress rehearsal, and I'm there with the CEO of Intel, and I've kind of met him for the first time. And he's looking at this very scary, large robot. And as we're performing with him, we lost control of the robot. And it just started going across the stage. And I just ran and literally jumped and hit the emergency off, caught the robot right before it went off stage. And he looked at me and was like, is this going to be a problem? I'm like, no, this is fine. So when I broke my leg, I said, this really sucks. But what can I do about this? So I went over to my friends at Fathom and 3D scanned my leg, and then went about 3D printing a cast. And in that cast, we decided to put in some electronics. So we put pressure sensors all inside of it, so we could see if my leg is swelling or not. We put accelerometers in it, so we could see how much movement I was. But that data just sitting on the cast is useless, so we connected it to the cloud, so all that information went up to the cloud, and my doctor could take a look at it. But while you're doing that, you might as well make an app for your cast, because that's kind of cool. And if you ever have a broken leg, the first thing someone does is walk right into it. So we put LEDs in it, so it became a little light show. And at that point, it was like, OK, let's just put a sound system in it and call it the Boomcast. So this is my 3D printed cast with all the electronics to Boomcast in it. Because sometimes things are just awesome, and you got to build them. So this is a waterside simulator. And the idea is that you sit in the bottom of this, and it spins perpetually. And as it spins, you've inputted into it a ride that you want to go on. And so it moves up and down and side to side, take you on a journey in a waterside. And for me, I was always about me living my passions. And so I build high-performance electric cars. I go build robots. I go do my TV show. I go do my other TV show about taking my passions and going out and inspiring the world with it, whether it's drones at Burning Man or giving a commencement talk at UC Santa Barbara, or going on a camelback trip on the border of Pakistan and India, and of course, building Viking ships.